Out of the Depths. This song is a little more advanced just because of the number of words in the vocabulary. So let's get started with the vocabulary first. Out. And it's like you've got your cup with your non-dominant hand, and your dominant hand is in a pinch formation, and bring it out. Out. Of. That word is fingerspelled O-F, and there's just some words that you will need to fingerspell. Depths, you have your non-dominant hand kind of as the gauge, and your pointer finger of the dominant hand shows that it is deep, deep. I, he, him, any of your pronouns, you're going to just point to the person. I or me, just pointing to yourself. He, if you're talking about God, you're going to be pointing up. It's either that or kind of an open hand, not pushing, because that's possessive. So you're just pointing up, talking about God. Cry. Now this cry is not like I'm tearing up. It is a call. So you place your dominant hand on top of the back of the non-dominant hand and pull away. Call. You, and again, you're just going to show the pointer finger toward the person. On high, H hands, palm toward yourself, and take it up. High. Lord. Anytime you're talking about Lord or Christ, you think of that royal ribbon that Miss America wears from the non-dominant side down to the dominant side. Lord being with the L coming down. Here, and we're just talking about cupping your hand over your ear. That's almost a C formation. Here. My, now we talked about open hand being possessive. My, open hand toward myself. My. Bend down, and that's where you're going to see it's kind of like the head and your body, and you're bowing down over an object. Bow down. Your, our, his, again, we're talking about possession. Your, this way, your toward God, his, same thing, our, open hand because you're including yourself, so come from the dominant side, circling around to the non-dominant side. It's like you're forming a circle around a group of people that you're talking about. Our. Ear and body parts you just point to. So you're just pointing toward your ear. And again, listen, hear all the same thing. Sigh. Let it come down. Center finger, it's just like you're dropping all the feelings. Sigh. Forgiving, your non-dominant hand, palm up, and it's like you're taking an eraser and you're going to go back and forth on just this little edge here, like you're erasing it, you're forgiving it. All is take your non-dominant hand, palm up, your dominant hand, it scrapes everything up all the way around, and then you put it into the palm of your non-dominant hand. All. If, and you can do it one of two ways. It's like a weight, a judgment, or IF. Either way is acceptable. Should, X hand, come down. Should, would, all of those right in there. Mark, or take, it's like a check mark to check it off. Sin, both hands in the X position, and it's like you're taking and it's getting a hold of inside of you. It's like you can see it grab the insides because that's what sin does. Who, thumb on your chin, and it's just a wiggle of your pointer finger. Who. Then, and sometimes I don't even sign it, but otherwise it's just a little flip onto your pointer finger of your non-dominant hand. Could, can, both hands coming straight down. Can or could. Stand or continue. If I'm standing on something, I'm continuing in that. Continue or stand. But 2 pointer fingers, cross them, dominant behind, and then bring it out. But. Grace, taking it from God and showering it on man. Grace. Mercy, center fingers. Take them up your chest, it's a feeling, and placing them on someone else. You're taking your mercy fingers and placing that mercy on someone else. Mercy. Dwell, and the L hands, if you think of the blood flowing up through your body, the L hands for live or dwell. At, and depending on the meaning, sometimes I don't sign it if it's not necessary, and it's just coming, your dominant hand going toward the back of your non-dominant hand. At. Right, R, take it to the right. Right. And then hand, you're just going to touch your hands or your hand at your right hand. Wait, and that's like you're twiddling your fingers. Oh, I'm waiting. Wait. 4. Think of your forehead, pointer finger of your dominant hand, and flip it away. 4. God, and you have to come down from heaven. Make sure you don't come straight in. Down from heaven and land on your forehead. That's the male area. God. Trust, both of your hands grabbing something and holding onto it tight because you trust that. Trust. Holy, your non-dominant hand, this is the clean area. And if you think of the H being holy, take it straight out. Holy. Word, and your dominant hand is in the G formation. It's like there's a sentence and you're going to point out just the word in that sentence. Word. Soul, and it's like you're grabbing the inside of everything and pulling it out. Soul. Now still, that one is the same as continue. So you just take it straight out. Dominant thumb on top of the non-dominant, taking it out. Looks. The V, I always say V for vision, from the side of your cheek up toward your eye, and take it out. You're going to then be able to look at something. To, unto. Again, it's one of those words that you have to look at it in context. Is it necessary for the meeting? If it is, point your fingers, dominant going toward the non-dominant. To or unto. Prayer, you think of just like you teach your children, fold your hands. That's your prayer. Prayer. Arise. In this one, it means to come. It's over there, and you bring it back toward yourself. Come or arise. Drive. Now, this drive means to push away, and you're going to see it's like it's sitting on top of your hand, and you're throwing it out to push away or drive away. Night. Think of your non-dominant arm as the horizon. Your dominant hand pushes the sun down over the horizon for night. Yes, if you think of your fist as your head and your up and down, yes, yes. More, both your dominant and non-dominant are in a pinch formation together. More. There, and you're just going to see me point to some of, it's not here, it's there. So overhand or point to a spot in that over there. Watch, and your look and your watch a little different in that you've got your to look here, but to watch I'm going to use both hands because it's a little more intense. Watch. Morning, kind of in the same formation as night, but morning you're going to be putting your non-dominant fingers in the elbow and you're going to push the sun up just slightly. Morning. Hope. And you're going to be thinking about what's in heaven, what's here, and you're going to be kind of waving at each other. Hope. Hope. Unfailing means that it isn't going to stop. And so again, I use continue or not falling. And most of the time you'll see me just to do the continuing. Love. Oh, get a hold of it and hug it tight. Love. Confide, again, is more trust. And you've seen that one. Mercy. You've seen that one. Full. You remember your cup and you take and level it off. It's just like in the kitchen when you're measuring for a cake or whatever it is. You put your measuring cup down full and take it off. Full. Redemption. Both hands in the R position. Cross at the wrists. It's like you're bound, and take it out because you are redeeming it or redemption. From. Both hands in the X position. Your dominant hand pulls away from your non-dominant. From. Above, your non-dominant hand forms the object. Your dominant hand goes above to circle above. Does, and you have, if it's in the past, it's like you grab it with your C hands and you're doing something with it. Or if it is in the present, to do, and it's just pinching your thumb and your pointer fingers together. This one is does, so it is down. To provide means to give. So you get a hold of it and give it away. Evil. The E hand from your lips and away. Evil. Mighty or almighty, and that is just power. Get a hold of it with both hands, pick it up and put it down with power. Almighty. Seam, and that is just like you've got a mirror and you're looking at, I don't know about that, seams, so back and forth this way. Aim, and again you've seen the two. Well, aim is a little farther out to aim it. Saint, you've talked about holy with the S hand coming across and then put a person ending on it because a saint is a person. Out of the depth I cry to you on high, Lord, hear my call. Bend down your ear and listen unto my sigh, forgiving all. If you should mark our sins, who then could stand? But grace and mercy dwell at your right hand. I wait for God, I trust His holy word. He hears my sigh. My soul still waits and looks unto the Lord. My prayers arise. I look for Him to drive away my night. Yes, more than those who watch for morning light. Hope in the Lord, unfailing in His love, in Him confide. Mercy and full redemption from above, He does